Hello and welcome to the Entrefluential Life podcast. I'm your host, John Tanner.
And I'm your co-host, Sebastian Tanner.
Well, welcome on March 17 at 7:33 p.m. 2024 to our second Sunday edition of the Entrefluential Life podcast. Can you believe that this is like our new thing, Sebastian?
I know, I can't believe it. I like it though. I like the Sunday change versus doing it on Tuesday.
I do too. I like it. I love it. I love it because it's like we're providing fresh energy for the whole week. You know, we're preparing people to get their mindset right, physical, mental, spiritual mindset right, so they can go out there and crush it this week. Have a fantastic week, and it's
Yes,
beneficial for us as well. And then we're
exactly.
not pressured like, oh, I have to get everything done. I have to get on the show, and then maybe have a little bit of personal time and then turn around and go to work in the next morning and all that. It's like, I don't know, it just feels like it's a little bit more freedom to get ready for this today.
I agree 100%, especially with work and then with how I'm working now. I could be off and then like let's say I could get off at 4, I could get another job on the schedule for 4:30 or something that I should be done with my day, and then
Oh
oh,
yeah.
we had another call come in, so then I have to go in and worry about that. So that's what makes it made me worry about the inconsistency for being able to be there for the podcast at 7:30 every Tuesday with my job. Even the previous job was difficult sometimes. So I like being able to know that I'm going to be able to make it to the show 100%.
Awesome. Yeah. No, I agree 100% too. So how was your day so far?
It
You
was
had a
great.
nice you had a nice dinner with the family, right?
Yeah, we had a family dinner, some baked ziti, like a pasta bake with baked
I
ziti.
I had that this week.
No way.
Yeah, I made it myself. Yeah, it was a vegetarian version, so instead of meat, I put mushrooms.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Did you
But
have garlic bread with it?
yeah.
Yeah, me too. Oh yeah, we had basically the same thing. Um,
Oh my God,
that's
that's
so
awesome.
funny. It was
Yeah.
delicious. It was really good.
Oh, that's great, man.
But there was some ricotta cheese in it, and I don't know, it kind of does
Yes,
something
I
to
put
me
ricotta
now.
cheese in mine.
Oh wow, it was good,
Ricotta
but
cheese, and then I put the 5 cheese Italian mix that you buy in the
oh
stores.
yeah, oh yeah.
Uh-huh. It was super cheesy, man. I love that ricotta. And I even threw in a cube of cream cheese.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a game changer.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I know. I want to go make it again now. Talking about it.
Yeah, I know. Cream cheese is a great substitute for. I think I've seen it with several recipes. I
Yeah,
think it's like the consistency of it. It's like the
yeah.
thickness. It's really good.
Well, I don't know if you remember my friend Frank Polo, but he taught me to when he does his fettuccine alfredo, he puts cream cheese in the mix in the alfredo sauce.
Right. Oh,
Yeah, that's not bad, right?
cream cheese in the mix. Yeah, no, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, Alfredo
Actually,
sauce with cream cheese. Yeah,
yeah, that sounds
yeah,
like it would be really good. Make it
yeah,
more
yeah. I want to
cheesy.
try it again because it's been a couple of years since I've done that, like like a decade. I
Yeah, I completely forgot
say a
about
couple of
that.
years is like a decade.
A couple years. It feels like that. That's how fast time flies.
No, I'm being literal because it was like around. I think it was before I left to law school, and that was in 2015, and we're in 2024. So I mean, like, I'm serious, man. It was like a decade ago.
No, I know. I mean, like, when you said like it feels like a couple years ago,
Yeah,
it's crazy how it was a decade ago, and you're like, oh, like when you look back, it's like, oh, it feels like it was just a couple years ago, or like something can happen. I'm just like, oh yeah, it just happened recently, and it's been 5 months. I'm like, okay, that's I don't know where
I
the
know.
time has gone.
It's insane, right?
Oh gosh,
It's insane, man. Insane.
yeah.
So yeah,
That's why it's important to stay grounded. Um,
yeah,
the time will slip away from you so fast.
yeah. That's true, man. That's true. Well, all right. So I was thinking, I was in the gym this week,
Uh
and I
huh.
was I was thinking about our last podcast episode last Sunday. We were talking about authenticity and everything, and paying
Yeah.
attention and all that. And I was fumbling through my slides because I hadn't prepared for the Entrefluential tip of the day, which was going to be the network marketing bootcamp stuff.
Right.
And then I was like, dude, I was just being so inauthentic because I wasn't 100% paying attention to you. I was only partially listening and then doing that on the side. And I was like, I should have been transparent and just owned it. So I was feeling guilty about that this week at the gym.
Oh no, it's all part of the show. It happens. I mean, I thought it was great. I thought your presentation was good. I don't know. That's how it is sometimes. Sometimes
Yeah,
like we have a lot going on, so it's something to learn from like in the future. But you do a lot. You do an incredible amount of work. So like to feel bad about it, I wouldn't. If you
cool.
do like first maybe a second, but like you do so much work, especially for the podcast, and then you have your work that you go to on a day to day basis. So to be able to do that, and then to do the stuff for the podcast that you do, and then to go live and have to worry about all this and setting up the show and everything, it's a lot of work. So it's like really nothing to feel bad about. You have so much on your plate, so you get a
Well,
lot of
thank you
stuff
for your
done.
grace. Appreciate it. Thanks for
But
having mercy on me.
no, I mean it was fun. I had fun. We always have a great time. Like
No, we
no
do.
matter what, even when we have like what's it called, technical difficulties or whatever,
Yeah.
it's still great. Like we
Oh
always
my
get through
God.
it. It's always
Dude,
amazing.
speaking of technical difficulties, so yesterday I filmed this episode, which I was gonna launch, but I couldn't. I
Uh
got
huh.
halfway through the freaking thing, and I was using the 8, this one here, to
Yeah.
film, and I was using my phone to use as a demonstration, right? Because I was showing how to use Big View, so you can use the teleprompter for recording your videos.
Yeah.
So I'm like here, I'm doing my videos and everything.
Uh
And
huh.
then at the end of the production, which is like 45 minutes long, I realized that when the phone glitched, the mic went out. And so
Oh
half
wow.
the recording was without a voice.
Oh
So I had
my
to trash the whole
gosh.
thing, man. So I didn't even. I was so pissed off. I didn't record. I should have re-recorded it right away, but I didn't. I was mad.
Oh no. And then you don't see it until the very end either. Oh god.
Yeah, yeah. It was such a freaking waste, man. So talk about technical difficulties. Yeah. Yep. Just had that yesterday.
Oh my gosh. But how was your day today?
It was good. I went to church this morning, which was good. I don't know why I was really tired, but I came to realize that it's because I'm not getting enough. I think it's because I'm not getting enough protein, and I didn't exercise yesterday or today, and so I feel like maybe that's why my body is just depleted of energy. But I slept good. I slept till 5 in the morning. Went to church, and then when I came
Yeah.
home, we had lunch, and then I took a nap, which is pretty rare for me because I don't normally come home and take a nap. Like I just don't do that, or don't go take a nap right after I eat. I just do my thing, like work and whatever. And but I did, man, and I slept for I don't know, like an hour or two this afternoon after church and after lunch. So yeah, it was a
Yeah.
pretty laid back day. I was reviewing some notes for commercial real estate because I want to get into tenant representation. And I think you might find this really, really cool, right? Okay, so here's my strategy. So I'm gonna kind of give this to you because I heard it from somebody else. And if you're in the real estate industry space and you're thinking about where you should look for clients, you'll benefit from this. So
Yeah.
so I heard that if you're looking for high end clientele, that you should look at where the Cheesecake Factory locations are and target the areas in the immediate vicinity, right? So just draw a circle around the Cheesecake Factory. So to test it out, I pulled up a list of all of the Cheesecake Factory locations in the United States, and I got 13 pages, man. There's
Wow.
so many of them, and so today I created. So I went to the first. So I went to the first mall, and I created a list of stores that are not. They're not here in this mall at the town center in Jacksonville,
Yeah.
but so I made a list. Okay, so the first mall was called the Summit in Birmingham, Alabama. And this shopping center is kind of like the town center, Sebastian.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. And so I wrote a bunch of stores that they have here that are not in our town center because I want to reach out to these store owners and see if they want to open up a location in Florida, here in Jacksonville, or if not
Yeah.
here, then somewhere else. So I got a list of 52 stores that are in that mall that are not here, right? Like, for
Mm.
instance, Francesca's, okay? Or Francis Valentine. Like, I don't know what those stores are, right? But they're not here. Gus
Yeah.
Meyer, Free People, Johnny Waz, Jay McLaughlin, Laser Away, Lizard Thicket. I don't know what these stores are, man, but they sound pretty cool. Mountain High Outfitters. Okay, so those are some examples. Sergeant Peppers. So
Oh
I'm gonna
wow,
reach out to
Sergeant
the.
Peppers.
It sounds pretty good, right?
Sounds like it's gonna burn your tongue.
Okay, so that's one mall. Then I did this other mall in Huntsville, Alabama. It's called
Yeah.
the Bridge Street Town Center. Sebastian, these malls all over the country, man. Wouldn't it be awesome for us to go visit these
Wow.
places?
That would be really cool.
Right? Like we need to start taking vacations and visiting these sites. So,
Yes.
so I got this one from Huntsville, and then this is a huge one from Arizona. It's called the Fashion Center in Chandler, Arizona. And there's so many stores in this. It's like a mega mall. It's probably like Sawgrass Mills in Fort Lauderdale. And I wrote 128 stores down that are not, different stores that are not here. Like Nori, Japan, PacSun. I used to work for PacSun many years ago, like two and a half decades ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, PacSun's pretty cool, man. That'd be a nice place to have.
Yeah.
Potato Corner, Jamba Juice, Inked Readings. I never heard of that. Joystick Arcades. That sounds fun.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Like
So
old school.
here's a
Old school
restaurant. I think it's a
style.
restaurant. It's called Pepper Place. Sounds hot.
Okay. All right. I'd like spicy.
Check this one out. This one sounds cool. The Keg Steakhouse and Bar.
Oh.
Right? So
I like
I'm going
the
to start
sound of
reaching out to these businesses to see if I can get them, to represent them as a tenant rep. Tenant representation broker, so I can negotiate the lease for them.
Yeah.
So
that sounds good.
yeah. So that's my strategy, like my little commercial real estate thing that I'm doing on the side. And hopefully, there's this one guy who contacted me from Miami who wants to join Coleman Taylor Realty, and I told him to get in touch with me once he passes the state exam because he said he was getting ready to take the test.
Oh,
So
good luck to him.
Yeah. So I was thinking, that's what I need is I need to build a team of commercial real estate agents here in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
In Miami, and then after we get these operational, then we'll expand into other locations throughout Florida because I want to go to Orlando and Tampa really bad, but
yes.
I don't want to go anywhere until I get Jacksonville and Miami operational.
Exactly.
So, and I can't do everything so I work 9 to 5 at a law office, so I can't be out there and be the hands and feet to show property. And generally, like a property showing is only like 15 minutes. So if it's after 5 p.m., I could do it. But I want to have more flexibility. Like I want to get some agents to go and show those properties during the daytime.
Exactly. And they'll make more money. You get like your certain percentage, and
exactly.
They're gonna make the money. They're gonna make the bigger cut. So like it's.
Oh, they're getting the bigger cut. Yeah, I'm only taking 10% for myself. I'm paying them 90%. So
exactly.
And even if we work as a team, let's just say there's like a team of 5 people, right? Maybe 5 people, right? And I don't even know if I need that big of a team because we're just getting started. So maybe even a team of like two people, maybe 2 to start, plus me, we can make it happen. And I'll still give them 90% and keep 10 for myself too, because that's my structure, right? For residential, so I'll do the same thing for commercial.
Yeah.
And so just to give you an idea of what the income would be. So if they do a 5-year lease, and let's say the market rate's let's just say $30 a square foot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so $30 a square foot times, let's say a 1,500 square foot location, which 1,500 square feet small.
Yeah.
But let's just say it's a 1,500 square foot store, which I think it's gonna be bigger than that. But anyway, that's a $45,000 annual lease times 5 years.
Wow.
Is $225K that they're gonna spend on that location.
Wow.
Times, let's say 3% for the list for the buyer's agent side. That's $6,750.
Oh wow.
That's not a bad commission, right?
Not at all.
Yeah. So that's on the buyer side. The listing agent is probably charging 6%. They keep that half of that, and they give us half. So $6,000. If I keep 10% for myself for just overseeing the operation, make sure the contract's legit. Yeah, that's like $600 for me just to be like the quarterback, throwing the ball to them and let them do the legwork. So anyway, it's good to get, man. I need a bunch of those.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Once you have a bunch of those in the works, it's gonna be real good.
I need somebody on my team who's good with numbers. Good at accounting.
Yes.
Especially because if we get a listing, then we need to do what's called a pro forma, and it's usually like 5 to 10 years of income, like projected income. And so It'd be good to have somebody who's got some accounting background, finance background to do that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yep. 100%.
So anyway, yeah. So that's that. But yeah, man, I'm like really excited about going and visiting these places. So maybe we could do that sometime soon.
That would be a great idea. I would love to do that.
Yeah, that'd be fun, man. And you need to get your license too, so you can do the same thing for with me up in Boston.
Exactly. That's
Do
right.
do the commercial real estate representation. You know, we build out a team up there. Obviously, like for me to become a broker up there, I've got to have enough volume to
Yeah.
qualify for the changeover. You know,
Yep.
and I don't know if I'd have to take a state exam or not. I'd have to look into what the requirements are for licensure up there. But man, if
Right.
you get into the commercial real estate space over there, even if you just go take your sales associate license, you can start doing commercial real estate, and then I could throw
Yeah.
referrals your way. So like we could do, and that's another thing, man. Like you don't have to. So you could broker deals across the country, and still get a referral fee, even if you're licensed in your state or I'm licensed here in Florida.
I like that.
Yeah. So like if I got a client here that wants to open up a location in Boston, and you become the listing, the buyer's agent over there, I'm co-brokering it with you because I'm giving you the referral. And let's say
Yes.
like a typical referral, generally they pay like 20 to 30%. So it's a good,
Nice.
yeah. So if you think about it, like if you have your license over there, you could be networking with uh, with good performers in the industry across the
Yes.
country and all of these major markets, right? So like
Yeah.
I just listed off 3 shopping malls, right? 2 of them were in Alabama, one of them was in Arizona. And I got a list of 13 pages of all these cheesecake factories, which point out all of these hot locations, right? So
Yep.
if you become friends with a couple of brokers in each of those neighborhoods and those communities, those cities, then you can build a strong network. So if they have a client that's opening up a business in your location, you can do the co-broker referral fee and and get clients.
Exactly.
You know, so
Yeah,
like
that would be beautiful.
so if you're making, let's say you're making 10 grand on the deal, right, and you cut them a 25% commission, that's $2,500, man. You still made $7,500.
Exactly. I still make a good chunk of money and then they get paid as well because that's, I believe, how it should be. If they're sending you a client where you're going to make money off of,
Yeah,
they deserve to get a cut of that because they're giving you the
absolutely.
business.
Yeah,
So
and you're
without
still
them,
getting
you wouldn't have had that. And
and
you
you're
still
getting
get
your
a lot.
commission. Yeah, I mean they're already sold on you, right? So it's like you're not paying for advertising. So I mean
That's
you're
the
kind of
other
paying
thing.
you're paying them the referral fee is like paying for advertising.
Essentially, yeah, because it's like
Yeah,
it's like we discussed previously on the other episodes. It's like the proof of concept that we talked about before. You
yeah.
know, when you have someone like Jacob, who he told me about the JBL headphones,
Oh
I
yeah,
would probably have
yes,
never gotten them without his referral. And he told me like they were
right.
great for me. So I'm like, okay, I
Yep,
know you like you and trust you.
yep,
So I trust your opinion. We have similar taste. I know if you like it, I'm gonna like it. So
exactly.
it's the same exact thing. You get that
Yep,
without having to pay for the advertisement. It's a small price to pay, and you still get a good chunk of money. And I mean, it's like how much work are you really having to do? You don't have to do any hard labor for it or anything like that. You
yeah,
know, like
yeah,
experiencing hard labor jobs.
yeah,
It's like that's a small price to pay. I mean, it's not like you're
yeah.
breaking your back or anything, and
No,
that's so worth it to get that seven. You wouldn't have had that $7,500 commission without them in the first place. And you have
yep.
good friends like that, you're gonna
Dude,
be
that's. I mean,
getting so
can you
many
imagine?
deals.
Yeah, you close this transaction. Let's say you close this transaction this month, and now you have an extra 7 grand in your pocket.
Exactly.
I mean, come on, that's
That's
that's a deal.
beautiful.
Yeah, and so like if you have a team, like what I was talking about, like building my own team here in Jacksonville of commercial real estate agents to go out there and do the legwork. If you have like, so you're making 75, and then you split that between, let's say, 3 people. Well, that's like $2,000 per person, right? Kind of, right?
Yeah,
So, so a little bit more than that. But if
roughly.
so like 2, 4, 6, right? Okay, so $2,500 a piece, right? 25, 50, 75. $2,500 a piece doesn't seem like a whole lot of money. But if you got 4 of those deals happening at the same time, then you're talking, now you got 10 grand for the month.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean,
and
that's a
then the
lot
beautiful
more
thing about
than.
having a team, and this is what like sold me on it, was if you have a team, there's always going to be somebody there to pick up the phone and to go out and meet with a client in case you have something to do with your family or you're going on vacation. If you're a one man shop, right, a lone wolf,
Yeah,
you can't do that. You know what I mean? Like you're
exactly.
stuck. You've got to carry the bag. You know, like you got to carry all the weight.
Yeah,
But with a team, like you could walk away from your business and you got teammates there to answer the call.
exactly.
You know, like, oh, you need to go you need to go tour this property tomorrow morning. Yeah, okay, all right. Sebastian's going to handle it because he's on site. I'm in I don't know. I'm in Toronto right now.
Yep, exactly.
So like, yeah, man, that's one of the benefits of having a team. I'm like, yeah, I like that a lot.
That's funny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so man, that was a long introduction. So sorry
It
about that.
was.
Let's dive into our routine, right? Physical tip of the day. Let me pull it up. Hold on a second.
Oh yeah, pull it up that way they can see it.
Yep, yep. I was having fun with that one.
That was fun. Yeah, I like that introduction.
By the way,
I
I
like doing
recorded
this that
the
type.
Entrefluential tip of the day. I recorded it as a sneak peek inside of. I put it up on YouTube, so I'm gonna try to play it if it has audio. I don't know if my computer will play the audio or not, so we'll have to test it out and see.
All right. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. All right, Ironman workout.
Iron Man workout. Oh, I love these. I love these like themed workouts.
Right? Aren't they fun?
Yeah, they're very fun. I like them a lot. It just gives it another element, you know.
Yeah.
It's very cool. So it's by the same creator, Nyla Ray. We have this time we have level one, three, level one, two, and three. So level one, 3 sets, level two, 5 sets, level three, 7 sets. Of course, like we always say, go through it with your own discretion, you know, like just do it with how I should say like how your progression is when it comes to training. You know, do what works for you. Start off small. If you know you can only get through level one, if you can only do 1 set of it, then that's completely fine. Do that 1 set, perfect it, and then boom. Soon you're going to be on that 2nd set, and then soon you're going to be able to do the 3 sets of level one. If you can start off like that, then that's amazing. Then try to push yourself a little bit further. I would say, you know, do what you can and always try for a little bit more. And eventually, like when you're hitting plateaus with these level ones through level threes of all the different amount of sets, you're going to keep like stay at the 3 sets for every workout. Keep just doing three, or keep just doing two, or keep doing four or five, or whatever that number looks like for you. And then eventually, the conditioning of your body, it'll get there to where you can do more. And so, with that being said, it says the rest between the sets is up to 2 minutes. So, take as much time as you need while you're resting. I wouldn't say go past 2 minutes because then you might be doing a little bit too much chilling. I like how it says up to 2 minutes because I really don't believe you would need more. Maybe even 2 to 3, you could say. Anything past that, I would say past 3 minutes would be excessive.
Yeah.
But we can dive right into it. It's an Ironman themed workout. The first exercise is 30 jumping jacks. We all know how those go. After that, we have exercise number two, which is 20 squats. This one, excuse me.
Did you say
This one,
Tony squats?
I think I said Tony squats. we have we have 20 squats over here. It sounds like Tony. I was trying to say 20, but it sounds like Tony.
Sound like Tony, but it's appropriate.
I like Tony Stark.
Tony Starks.
Do the
Tony Stark
Tony
squats.
squats. Do the Tony squats.
Do the Stark squats.
Then you have to like put your arm out like you're about to shoot the blaster.
Right?
That's hilarious. He's shooting blasters in the picture.
And then go back to the Iron Man stance.
And the, yep, yeah. Oh, you go from I am Iron Man to shooting blasters at the bad guys. That's
Dude.
hilarious, man.
Right?
That was a good laugh. So we have the 20 squats, not Tony. um, Basically the picture is kind of like the previous diagrams that we've looked at before. The person is putting their arms out once they get into the squat position. So I always like to say either arms out like that or put your arms together. You can clasp your hands and keep them at your chest. um, Either do it just like the workout picture just depicts, Or you can do it like I say. There's always a couple different ways to either modify a workout or do something a little bit differently that you like to do. Um, this one is going to go into 10 cross punch sit ups afterwards. So
Oh,
you do your sit up and then you do your cross punch. You're going to start off, if you start off with your right hand, punch towards your left because it's a cross. So you're going to want to aim towards your left, like closer to your left knee, and then
yeah,
vice versa. Left hand is going to go closer to your right knee.
yeah.
After that, we go to exercise number 4, which is 10 planks with rotations. This is one that we've talked about before that I was telling you that my mother would have me do when I did plyo. I
Oh,
love the plank rotation. This is what I was talking to you about. If you look at his feet, the feet,
yeah,
it looks like one is behind the other one. So
yeah.
there's a variation of this workout where you keep the feet on top of each other.
Oh,
That's a
wow.
more advanced movement because you activate your whole body as well as more so the core a lot more because you have to have more core strength to be able to stabilize yourself in that position with your feet on top of the other. The way
Mm,
that the picture has it is what I would say, like that's what I'm going to be doing right now if I'm doing these. If I start mixing this into my ab routine, which here and there I do. I kind of want to start doing it more because I like it.
yeah.
So I want to get back into those. But I would say like where I'm at, I would probably do those for a little bit, and then eventually I'll get to the point where I can have my feet on top of the other. But basically, the picture is showing he's in the plank position, and then you go to this almost like a side plank, a side plank version of it with your arm extended into the air.
Right.
So you want to have your body in a good straight line. You don't want to be like sticking your butt out too much or whatever, looking flippy floppy. I
Yeah.
don't, for lack of a better way to describe it.
Yeah. Look like a
Um,
cross. Keep your
yeah,
body like,
you want to look like a cross, and then you go back to the plank position,
yeah.
and that's the rotation part. Is then now you're gonna have your left arm in the air. So
Right.
you do 10 of those, which are amazing for you. Start off with the one foot behind the other one, and then eventually you'll get to the point where you can have the foot on top of it. That's more advanced level. Then number 5 for the exercise is going to be 10 elbow plank arm lifts. So you're like in the plank, and then kind of like you're swimming. You know, when you're doing the strokes in the swimming pool, similar to that. You're just going to lift up your arm. I can't really tell if the arm is extended forward. So
Yeah. It looks
it,
like
it
he has his
looks
elbow sticking out.
it looks like the elbow still sticks out. So
Yeah.
just lift
So
your arm up.
it's just lifted up. Yeah.
Exactly. So do the 10 elbow plank arm lifts. I would
Yeah.
say do one arm and then the other arm. So do
Yeah.
right arm lifted up, plank, then lift up the left arm. Do those
Plank.
up to 10, and then you just keep flip flopping through them,
Ooh.
vice versa.
And then to
It's
turn
gonna
around and
get
do 6 push-ups after all that.
so you went from the
Dude.
plank with rotations to the elbow plank arm lifts, and now you're doing 6 push-ups.
Oh,
So you're
that's
never leaving that position, which is what makes it really intense. So you do those 6 push-ups, and then guess what? After that, now you're doing wall mountain climbers. So
oh
you're
man.
not leaving the plank position again.
Yeah, that's
It's
brutal.
it's a crazy arm, like full body workout, especially with the wall mountain climbers. That one's got to be really intense. You have to like hold yourself in a plank position with your feet on a wall, and then you do the mountain climber as if you would doing the plank on the ground. So to keep yourself up there, I would say your shoulders are going to be extremely on fire.
Oh yeah.
Your whole body at this point is going to be suffering,
Yep.
but that's what you want when you're working out. You want the body to go through that because it's a good workout. And then number 8, we have we have 12 door frame rows. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. That one
Yeah.
looks a little bit sus to me. That's like the word that we is what we use now. The my generation, we say, "Oh, that's sus." It's suspect. That one is God, just a picture of that. Just forgive me. That's it looks really interesting. You
Yeah. So he's pulling his chest to the door, right? Just right to the frame, the door, the wall.
it's pretty much like that. You're almost in a squat position. You
Yeah.
have like you have yourself braced on a door, or maybe if you have something, whatever is accessible to you, like
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe you have a gym, like a home, like a if you're in an apartment complex, for example, we have this thing that's like a cable setup with like a
Yeah.
pull-up
Yeah.
bar on it, so you have the two
Yeah.
sides of the of like where you have two cable setups.
Yeah.
So on those you can brace yourself on that too, because it has the bar where you can adjust the height of the cable of where you're going to be pulling the cable from. So I would say you can either use that, basically just use what you can that's available to you. This one has door frame rows, so you're in this somewhat
Yeah,
of a
if you don't
squat
have any weights
position.
at home, you don't have a gym, then do this.
Exactly. And you're just doing like a regular row like you would with a weight, with a
Yeah,
dumbbell, or
but
maybe
you're
you have
using
a
your body
T-bar
weight.
row, but you're using your body weight. So
Yeah.
this
So
one
you're
looks
sit, you're
really
sit,
good.
you're putting yourself in a seating position, like you're sitting down, and you pull
Yes.
yourself to the wall and back.
Yes, you're performing essentially you're performing a row without having the weight. You're
Exactly. You're
using
using
your
your
body
body
weight.
weight. Yeah.
Exactly. This one, it looks like it's 12 with the left arm. So I'm
Yeah.
not really sure because of the position. I mean, it looks like he has the door open. So I would say with the
So
position,
you can
do
do six and
12.
six,
You can either do 6 and 6 or maybe 12 and then
and
12
then
with the
when you do
next
the
arm.
second rotation,
Exactly. Then you
you can,
switch it.
yeah, and then
So
maybe on the third set, then you do 6 and 6.
exactly. Honestly,
So
I
you have
like the
equal
idea of six and
equal.
six throughout the whole way,
Yeah. So
throughout
you
the
have
whole
equal,
workout.
yeah, equal workout. Overdo one side of your body.
That's the same exact thought process that I have because
Yeah.
I wouldn't see the point of just doing one arm and then because the thing is it's an odd number of sets. So if you do level 1 for 3 sets, you're going to start with the left arm and then do 12 on the right arm and then you're back to the left arm, but that right arm hasn't seen another 12 sets. So there's going to be an imbalance,
Yeah. You
probably a
got to.
muscle imbalance if you keep doing that for
Yeah. You don't
a
want to do
long period
that.
of time. So I like what you said. I like that. 6 and 6. So
Six
do
and six.
6 left arm, 6 right arm.
Yeah. And that way
And
you're working your left side of your body and the right side of your body because your back, it's your shoulder blades. So
yeah, you're using like all of
and your
those
left arm.
muscles.
Yeah. Your
Yeah, you're
biceps,
like you're
triceps.
working the arm. Even holding yourself in that position is like
Yeah.
almost a forearm. It's like you're almost gonna like inadvertently it's gonna not bias the forearms, but I think it would do that because if you have to hold yourself in that position, you're pulling. That's not what the movement is designed for, the forearms, but you're gonna be working you're almost
Yeah.
like your whole arm.
It's
Your
like
whole arm's gonna be going
it's a
sore.
secondary muscle that gets worked out.
Exactly. So you definitely want to work both of those, especially when it comes to the back. You don't want to have one lat stronger than the other, and especially with your upper back, the muscles on your upper back as well. So I
Yeah.
would say that 6 and 6 is a great plan. And yeah, go through the sets, go through the levels, like I said earlier, as you can. Treat your progression with discretion. you
Yeah,
know,
this is much
um,
better. Like you have 3 sets, 5 sets, 7 sets for a level 3. Like that makes more sense. Not like last one, the Superman. That was insane.
well, I guess it was called Superman for a reason now.
Yeah, right.
That one is like the advanced. That's the advanced one. You're going 100% all out, 10 sets or something like that. There was no other. I don't know if it said or as many as you can do. I don't know what it
Yeah,
said.
man, that was
I
just
think
insane, man. Like
there was no levels to it. So,
yeah,
anyways,
that's like
yeah,
Henry Cavill's stuff right there.
that was his workout. That was his Superman workout. But that was fun. That concludes our Iron Man themed workout tip of the
Yeah, that was
day,
cool.
fitness tip of the day. I like that a
Yeah,
lot. I love
thanks,
these.
thanks, Tony Stark. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Iron Man. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you, Nyla Ray.
And thank you, Nyla
And thank you,
Ray.
Pinterest.
And thank you, Pinterest. And thank you, Apple, and the phones and technology.
Yeah, yeah, love it,
Thank
love
you, innovators.
it. Right? Big Silicon Valley. Some of y'all are sus.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, don't be sus.
Them Silicon sus people, man.
Yeah, right? Be the cool one, not the sus
Get
one.
off the sus bus.
Oh my gosh. Well, it looks like you're already pulling up the mindset tip of the day.
I do.
We
You want to go ahead and
have
read it?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and read it. It looks like we have the it's a quote by Napoleon Hill. It says, "Keep your mind fixed on what you want in life, not on what you don't want."
Yes.
And I love that because it's like almost like what I said earlier about keeping yourself grounded. I think
Yeah.
it's in a way it's exactly that. Is you're keeping yourself grounded with your goals and
Yeah.
with what you want to get out of life. When you focus so much on complaining about the things that you don't want in your life right now, or what it is, like you have to go through what you have to go through to prepare yourself for the next level. And you might not always realize that in the moment. I would say just it's a good way to keep your perspective in check, like focusing on what you want out of life, and inadvertently that's going to teach you what you have to do to get there. You want to get this, okay, well, every action has a reaction. You have to put in the work and the hustle, and
Yeah.
you have to have the desire to get there.
Yeah.
So I would say, like,
And also
especially when it comes,
it's
huh?
also dealing with the frequency too.
Exactly, because you're in a frequency of attraction.
Yep. The law of
You can't
attraction.
just.
So what are
That's
you resonating
exactly
out? Yeah.
exactly. You keep focusing all the stuff that you don't want. Like, you want to focus on what you want. Keep your, like they say, keep your eyes on the prize.
Yeah.
That's exactly like what this quote is saying.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to motivation. Like with going to the gym, with doing stuff, going to work. Like, I think motivation is just, I don't want to say it's crap, but it's not always going to be there. Like, it's not always there. You don't feel like going to the gym every day. Even the people that are ripped and cut and are in amazing shape, they don't feel like going every day. There's sometimes where
Yeah.
they have to drag themselves to the gym. So,
Yeah. Just go through it. Go through the motions and get through it. And you have to remind yourself to get back in the right mindset.
and that, like, when you keep your mind fixed on what you want in life, like the quote
Yeah.
says, like, that's going to help you get through those hard days. So I love this quote a lot.
Sorry, my allergies are crazy because it's warming up over here. So
Oh
a lot of
yeah.
pollen in the air.
Oh
It
no.
was warm today. It was like 85 today, I think.
Wow. It
Yeah.
was warmer over here today too, but the wind,
Oh
it
yeah.
made me feel cold. It
What
was a
was
nice
it?
day out.
What do you think it was a high of today for you?
I mean, it was like in the 60s.
Oh, that's perfect. I wish I was there. I like the 60s. Yeah, it was 80,
I
high
would
of
say,
84 on the radar.
oh god,
Yeah,
no, I don't like
84. I mean, dude, it's gonna be
that.
a hot summer.
I don't like 80s. It is going to be a hot summer. I like a nice 60,
That's
70 degree
perfect
weather.
weather.
That's my
I mean, I
perfect.
wish I could
That's
live
like,
in that kind of weather year long,
oh god, me too.
right?
That's my
I
vibe
know.
for
That's why I
weather.
need a house in like in Vancouver, British Columbia, or or Canada or
Exactly.
something. Go spend my summers up north.
Exactly. No, I love that. That just makes me want to go outside. You don't have to go out
Yeah,
and get all sweaty and stuff, and then you feel like, oh man, this weather, and then you're complaining and stuff. Like, no, when I'm out there in nice weather, I love to be outside. I freaking love it, man. It feels great. I
I
don't have
know.
to, cause I sweat too much. I go outside. When I was living down there with y'all, when I was in Miami, when I was in West Palm, I mean, being in Florida in general for me, I would walk outside, start sweating. I wouldn't even do not even getting into a real walk yet. I haven't even gone 15 steps, 20 steps, and I step outside, and once that AC is not hitting my body, I start sweating. And then if I start doing that, I'm dripping in sweat.
It's it's brutal, man. I know.
I'm like
I know,
grandma. Me
man.
and grandma sweat the same. We just
I,
start dripping in sweat, and we're not even doing nothing.
it's terrible, man. I know. You just walk outside and it's like you're caked. It's like you need to
Oh
go.
god.
I, like I remember in Miami, freaking walking out in a suit, like when I was young, and freaking I would be so mad because I was like ready to turn around and go back and take a shower because I'd be sweating so bad.
Gosh,
Ugh.
I don't know how you did that. I don't know
No,
how you did this years in Miami.
and then working as a teacher, you got to be outside, like
Oh,
basically, you know, monitoring all the students and making sure that they're not getting into fights and all that jazz. And then you
yeah.
freaking come in and my arms would be soaking wet with sweat.
Oh
And then I have to
no,
teach all day like that. It's nasty.
that's terrible.
I don't miss those days at all.
No, because especially when you want to be dressed nice and you want to wear a nice pair
Yeah,
of jeans and a nice shirt,
yeah,
down there it makes you want to be in shorts and a t-shirt because of that weather. And it's like I don't want to
yeah,
sweat through my nice clothes and people see me
yeah,
dripping in
man.
sweat and my shirt's all damp.
That's shorts and a flip flops. That's the weather for South Florida. And I feel bad for
Yes.
all the attorneys that work off from Brickell because
Oh
they're
no.
all there wearing like dress shirts and ties, and they got to walk outside to go to the restaurants for lunch, and they're it's freaking hot as hell out there, man.
You know
That's
what I
brutal.
don't get is I've seen these people down there in South Florida wearing suits, looking
Yeah.
real sharp, and I see some of them not even sweating. I'm like I envy you. I wonder what that life would be like.
Right.
I'm like, how are you?
Wow.
You don't even look like you're hot, dude. Are you kidding me? Like, it's
Yeah,
like you don't even see sweat. I'd be over here dripping in sweat. Like
I know.
face is wet. My face is wet. I look like I just took a shower or something.
Right.
I'm like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate you for that. It's like you look so comfortable. I'm mad.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
That is
Oh
funny.
man. All right. I think it might be time for the spiritual tip of the
It, it
day.
it is, and I got the
Oh,
book
I see
here.
the
So
book.
we're reading
I saw
the
it.
what's that?
I saw the book.
Oh, you saw it in my hands. Yeah, I
I
already had
saw
it.
it.
So yeah, so this is the book. It's called "Living the 66 Books of the Bible," and it's written by Dr. David Jeremiah,
Oh,
and
it's
it's a
amazing.
summary. It's just what's that?
It's an amazing book.
It is, and it gives a really short summary of each book of the Bible. And today we are covering the book of Luke, and this summary is only 2 pages long. And then we have the
Wow.
key on the second page starts the key challenges, which Sebastian will share the four keys.
That's right.
All right, so I'll go ahead and read the summary real quick. All right, so medical professionals look at life with mercy. Their lives are tied to the hurts, pains, and sorrows of others. That's why Luke is such a vivid writer. Luke was a doctor. He was a physician, Colossians 4:14 says, and he tenderly described those touched by the ministry of Jesus. Luke was also a historian, giving us a narrative of those things which have been fulfilled among us, just as those who from the beginning were eyewitnesses and ministers of the word delivered them to us. When you read the third gospel, you are reading a well-researched biography of Christ. Luke then combines a merciful heart with a head of truth and knowledge. That reflects how we should approach others with the gospel, with accuracy and with compassion. People can't believe in their hearts what their minds reject. If they think the Bible is undependable, they can't, in good conscience, commit their lives to it. But the Bible is dependable, and modern apologetics, the study of defense of Christianity, has never been as strong or as accessible as it is today. An unbeliever may stump us with a question once, but never twice. Whenever you're confronted with a challenge to the integrity of Scripture, seek out the answer so you'll be ready the next time. Having a merciful heart is the work of the Holy Spirit as we view the world around us, which is mired in a million needs. Let's have heads full of facts and hearts full of mercy as we seek to win the lost. All right, you want to do the four keys?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let me
Okay.
see here. It looks like the key theme is the first one. The key theme of this summary is going to be, as followers of Christ, we must be gripped by the needs of lost people, seeking them with the message of life, and rejoicing with the angels when they come to a saving knowledge of our Lord.
Mm-hmm.
The key challenge: be a faithful student of the word in preparation to share the gospel and the hope that is found in Christ to an unbeliever. Be ready. The key verse: likewise, I say to you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner who repents. Luke 15:10. That's very powerful.
I love
Every
that.
single one that repents, they're rejoicing over that. It shows you the type of love that God has for us. The key prayer, and God and his angels. The key prayer: Lord, this world is in desperate need of you and your gift of salvation. Give me wisdom and the words to speak as I tell others the good news.
Yep, that's a good one.
I love
So
it.
I love it. I love that that the angels, for me it's amazing how, like, I just think about how all the angels are rejoicing over my own salvation, your salvation, everybody
Yes.
that we know and we like, everybody that we love. every time somebody new gets saved, then the angels rejoice. So that's amazing to imagine in your mind, because who knows how many angels there are. There's got to be thousands upon thousands of angels in heaven.
Yeah.
And so it's just fascinating to think about them rejoicing, praising, singing. I don't. Their songs must be so majestic. You know what I mean? Like, just, I love music, and so thinking about them singing and praising is it creates a powerful image for me, a very emotionally striking image. Because if I think about
Yeah.
how great our music is here on earth, and it's probably 100 times better in heaven, it's an amazing sight.
Absolutely.
It's an amazing, like, if you think about an amazing party, like an amazing celebration here, then think about that times 100, or times 1,000,
Yes.
and that's really cool. So yeah, and one of the things I love, like, so Luke was a doctor. I mean, this person was well educated.
Yeah.
He looked deep into the facts of the matter, and he was there writing about Jesus after Jesus' death. So
Yes.
for God to give us Luke to carry the gospel, for him to be one of the prophets of the 66 book writers, that's it's a lot of credibility, especially for that time, because if you think about 2,000 years ago, man, it wasn't like today, right? The
Exactly. No,
technology, they didn't
nothing
have the
different.
technology that we have today.
No.
So to bring a physician to be an eyewitness of what was going on, to be the, like, first level researcher,
Yes. It's very powerful.
is very powerful, very powerful. So, like, if a physician came along today to you and said, hey, I did my research and I just found out that this man Jesus was actually the Son of God. He was God incarnate, and he went to the cross and died for our sins, and I'm putting my faith 100% in him, and I think you should too, because this is your way to have eternal life after you die on earth, right? You're going to have eternal life in heaven.
Yeah.
And it's a free gift. All you got to do is surrender your life to following Jesus, which means you be a good person, be righteous.
Yeah.
And here's all the evidence that I collected. You would believe that person. You would say, "What? Yeah, of course, sign me up." Yeah,
Yeah.
you would believe it. Like, you wouldn't even flinch, right? You'd be 100% all in it.
Absolutely.
So because there's been 2,000 years since this happened, it's a lot harder for people to accept as truth, because there's a 2,000-year gap in between,
Right.
that happening and this happening. But you still have to think, even though if it was only 2,000 years, you still got to question, hey, this guy was a physician who wrote this. I mean, among
Right.
all these other witnesses, this guy happened to be a physician. So it gives more credibility to anybody who's questioning whether or not they should believe this is true or not.
It does. It certainly does, for someone that is always looking at the factual side of things. To hear
Yeah.
that from them
Yeah.
is astounding. It's like, it's a good reference to, like, okay, if he believes in it, then why shouldn't I?
Yeah, exactly. It does lend a lot of credibility to the argument.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's cool. I love it. I'm so glad we got to
Yeah.
share that with our audience today.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So now we're on the Entrefluential Show of the day. You're gonna have to tell me if you can hear the audio, because I'm experimenting here with this thing.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's see if we can.
Let's see if it works. Okay, so I'm going back to my screen mode here, and I'm gonna hit the play button. Hi, folks, and welcome to the Entrefluential
Yeah, I can
Networking
hear it.
Services Bootcamp, Module 4, Part 1, Lesson number 3. I'm sorry, Lesson number 4. And Lesson 4 is about e-commerce platforms. Many network marketing companies have their own e-commerce websites or use third-party platforms like Shopify to facilitate online sales and transactions. In the digital age, e-commerce has become the driving force behind countless successful business models, and network marketing companies are no exception. These companies rely on sophisticated e-commerce platforms to manage their operations, facilitate sales, and empower their network of independent distributors. In this guide, we'll take a closer look at how e-commerce platforms function within the context of network marketing. Rule number 1, centralized product management. E-commerce platforms provide network marketing companies with a centralized hub for product management. This includes cataloging your products, updating product information, and tracking inventory levels. Having a central repository ensures that all distributors have access to the latest products and marketing materials. Rule number 2, distributor portals. Network marketing companies often have a vast network of independent distributors. E-commerce platforms offer these distributors personalized portals where they can manage their businesses. They can track their sales, their commissions, and access marketing resources such as product images and promotional materials. Rule number 3, online ordering. E-commerce platforms enable distributors and customers to place orders online conveniently. This 24/7 accessibility ensures that sales can happen anytime, anywhere, without the need for physical storefronts. Customers can browse products, make selections, and complete transactions with ease. Rule number 4, payment processing. Payment processing is seamlessly integrated into the e-commerce platforms. They support various payment methods, including credit cards, digital wallets, and even cryptocurrency in some cases. This flexibility of payment options allows network marketing companies to cater to a diverse customer base. Rule number 5, commission tracking. One of the cornerstones of network marketing is the compensation plan. E-commerce platforms plays a vital role in tracking sales and commissions for each distributor. Complex compensation structures are automated, ensuring that distributors are compensated accurately and transparently. Rule number 6, marketing tools. E-commerce platforms often come equipped with marketing tools such as email campaigns, social media integration, and referral tracking. These tools empower distributors to expand their networks and reach new customers much more effectively. Rule number 7, analytics and reporting. Data is king in the digital age. E-commerce platforms provide network marketing companies with valuable insights through analytics and reporting features. They can track sales trends, customer behavior, and distributor performance, helping companies make more informed decisions. Rule number 8, scalability. As network marketing companies grow, e-commerce platforms can scale with them. They are designed to handle increasing volumes of products, distributors, and transactions, ensuring that the infrastructure can support expansion. Rule number 9, compliance and regulations. Network marketing often operates within a complex web of regulations and compliance requirements. E-commerce platforms can incorporate features that help companies stay compliant with local and international laws. And rule number 10, customer support. E-commerce platforms offer customer support features to assist distributors and customers. This may include live chat, knowledge bases, and ticketing systems to address inquiries and issues promptly. In conclusion, e-commerce platforms are the backbone of network marketing companies, streamlining operations, enhancing distributor productivity, and providing a seamless shopping experience for your customers. As the digital landscape continues to evolve, e-commerce platforms will remain a critical tool for success in the world of network marketing. This concludes Module 4, Part 1, Systems Training. And coming up in Module 2, we will go in through items 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I look forward to seeing you all inside of Module 4, Part 2. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Not bad, right?
I loved it. That was great.
That's cool.
That was very cool.
So yeah, so I put it as a sneak peek because that's just one lesson from Module 4, and so there's 4 lessons in Module 4.
Yeah.
And that was lesson number 4, right? So yeah. Because if you go all the way back to the beginning, this shows you the breakdown. And one thing that I noticed when I did my slides, so these are the 4 lessons of part 1. And there's 3 parts, so there's 12 lessons total, which is cool. I like that it's robust, and that's why I broke it down into part 1, part 2, part 3, because it's a big module. I could have just called it Module 4, Module 5, Module 6, and that would have been fine, but I already had done it, so I'm just stuck with it. But instead of calling them rules, I should just said like, benefit number one, benefit number two. But I call them
Oh, right.
because I copied it from a prior slide, a prior lesson. So I already have the rule
Right.
there. See, rule number one,
Yeah.
centralized part of it. These are actually because the topic is how e-commerce works in network marketing.
Yeah.
And so like these are 10 benefits of e-commerce platforms, right? 10
Right.
things. Like I could have just been like 10 benefits. Like anyways, not that it's a big deal, but for me, because I'm meticulous, I can notice like, well, it's
Yes.
not really a rule, it's just a feature. Like feature number one or
Right.
feature number two, you know?
Right.
I guess the benefit, like these are all features. The benefit would be like you're streamlining. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
The benefit is that you can scale. The e-commerce platform does things automatically for you. So like for instance, I'll give you a for instance for the coaching business, right? So, and even for selling online content.
Yeah.
So like this class, for instance, if you go to our Paperbill, I migrated from ConvertKit to over to Paperbill, and I have like for that course. I have two different options. Number one is like you subscribe for the course, and then you get emails with the modules, right? Just like
Yeah.
what you just saw there. You get an
Yep.
email and it links to a YouTube video that's hidden because it's not. So like with YouTube, you can put your videos out there for the public to see, or you can keep them hidden, and only the people that you share the code with will be able to access it. And
Right.
and so that's how I have it set up. Where like if somebody pays for a course, then they would get an instant email with a link to the first module, and then every day thereafter and you can set it up for automatic delivery for one every other day or every week or every month, however you want to
Yeah.
distribute your course. You can set it up and have the automatic drip right from that
Exactly.
platform. And then also they make it accessible for coaches because the platform was really built for coaching. So like if somebody wants one-on-one training with us, they could go to a calendar and actually book a one-on-one training session.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's
So it's
cool.
much more expensive, but I love how so it's an e-commerce platform where it takes the money, but it also and it delivers the product or schedules the service, the one-on-one coaching.
Yeah.
It's all automatic, and so you can have because it's a platform like it scales with you. So if you
Yes.
have if you have a team of people working on for your company doing the same thing, doing coaching sessions or consulting sessions, for instance, you could just add more blocks available that you could sell, because
Right.
you only have so much capacity yourself. So you put your time blocks in, and when you're done, you're done. But if you have more people on your team, you just add you clone the package and then add more links to time slots that are available.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I love how e-commerce platforms are scalable. You can grow. As
I
your
like
company
that.
grows, you can offer more products or services to the people. It grows with your business.
Exactly. I love that.
I do too, man. It's really great. So
Yeah, that's super neat.
yeah. Well, that's it, man. I think we're done. We wrapped up with all of
Yeah,
our TOWs, our tips of the week.
that's right. Then instead of tips of the day, they're tips of the week now to get you
Yeah,
through the
tips of the
week.
week. So we'll put those available for anybody who wants to take a look at those on Instagram
Yeah,
at the Entrefluential Life.
that's right. Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, that was another great episode. I can't believe we're concluding episode 56 now. It's
I know, I
just the
love it.
time is just flying by. It's amazing. It's a little
Absolutely.
scary.
I know, I know.
But it's been a fun journey. I've
It
enjoyed
is.
it a lot.
It's great. Well, thank you, Sebastian. I really enjoyed hanging out with you tonight,
Yeah, me
and
too.
I hope you have a fantastic week. God bless you. God
You
bless
as
all of
well.
our
God bless
viewers,
you.
and thank you for following and tuning in with us. We really
That's right.
enjoyed
Thank you.
we enjoyed being a resource for you, and I hope that you'll benefit from it and that you'll share it with other people as well, so they can benefit from it
Yes,
too. And
exactly.
if you're an entrepreneur and and you want to be on our podcast, email us at the entrefluentiallife@gmail.com, or if you want to share your testimony, the same place. Email us the entrefluentiallife@gmail.com, or send us a DM at our Instagram page or Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
All
We
right,
would
take
love to collaborate with more of them entrepreneurs,
absolutely
someone that wants to share a testimony, or even like a personal trainer. All of these different types of people, we would be more than
happy.
joyful. Yeah, we'd be more than happy to be able to collaborate with them. That
And
would be amazing.
yeah, have them as guests on our podcast. Yeah,
Yeah.
reach out to us if you want to do that. All right, Sebastian, take it away, buddy.
Well, all right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. I had a blast. Like he said, I hope that you guys were able to take away something, or hopefully multiple things from this episode to take you throughout the week and have you inspired to attack your week, not react to it, and be motivated to get things going, to go out there and crush it this week. Go out there and kill it. And thank you guys so much again for tuning into to all of the episodes. Number 56. I can't believe we made it this far, but I look forward to having you guys watching us again next Sunday.
Yep.
And um to with nothing else left to be said, the last thing is go out
Go out
there
there and
and
amplify your
amplify your
message.
message. All right. God bless you. Thank
God
you.
bless you all. Take care.
Bye. Good
Bye, you
night.
guys.
Bye, you guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.